What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the return of 2 Minute Tuesday. Today we're going to be walking you through the process of how to easily make your sneakers float. This makes for a really great photo and definitely something you've seen us use quite a bit of times in the past. As you can see, all we have holding up these brushstroke Air Force Ones is an extra shoelace. You could totally get by using something like invisible hanging wire or fishing wire, but once we show you later down the road how easy it is to clean this up in Photoshop, it really doesn't matter what you use. But now, let's go ahead, throw 2 minutes on the clock, and dive right in. So the first thing we're going to do is lift up our insoles, and this is where we are going to tape down the end of our shoelace. I'm using duct tape here, but you just really want to make sure that you have this taped down nice and tight. Then we're going to lay our insole down flat again, and it's time to hang them up. Now we're going to be using the arm of our C-stand to hang them up, but feel free to use any other horizontal pole. Then I'm just going to go ahead, tie a couple knots, and make sure that they're not going to go anywhere. Now, if you're doing this by yourself or with a partner, the way that you go about doing this might be a little bit different, but you can always set your camera up on a tripod roughly at the same level as the shoes. Now, when you're just about ready to take the photo, sometimes you may notice that the shoes can have a mind of their own. They might be spinning, so you may need to hold them in place until you're actually ready to take the photo. Now, if you feel you don't have anything to hang the shoes from, you could always wrap all that additional lace right around your hand and then just have somebody capture the photo or take it directly from a tripod. If you don't have Photoshop, although we do recommend getting it, another free alternative is photop.com. Now, there's a million different ways you can do anything in Photoshop, but they have a great tool called Content Aware Fill that's basically going to do all the hard work for us. So what I'm going to do is begin by making a small selection around our shoelace, only the portions that are actually hanging outside of the shoe. Next, we're going to go to Edit, Content Aware Fill, and now you're going to see an entirely new box pop up, and what Photoshop is essentially doing is using some of its magic to detect what other parts of the photo it can use as reference that you're trying to duplicate inside your selection box. So all of the areas that we have highlighted in green right now are where it's detecting that you're trying to recapture. And as you can see here on the side, we have a little bit of a preview of what it thinks this should look like. So it's created a new layer with this selection here on the side. I'm going to go ahead, merge that down, and then all we have left to do is cover up the portion of the shoelace that's still visible in the sock liner. I'm going to go ahead and make another tiny little selection around the visible portions of the shoelace, and we're going to test out that same exact Content Aware Fill tool again. Now, as you can see on our little preview, things get a little wonky where the shoelace starts to hang on the outside of the shoe, but we'll easily be able to clean that up. What I'm going to do now is grab another tool called the Clone Stamp tool. We're going to make sure we have a nice soft brush selected. We're going to turn down our opacity. I'm going to go ahead, press Alt over the area that we want to copy, and then we're just going to paint that directly over the area of the fill that wasn't that clean. Now we have our shoelace completely removed, and from here it's very easy to isolate the shoe from the background and then do anything you want to that. And that's it. Making your shoes fold can be a really easy process with a very simple indoor lighting setup. Also, a photo like this can go a really long way and provide a whole new level of creativity and spark to your project and presentation as a whole. So we're really looking forward to seeing what you guys are able to cook up with this technique. Next week, we'll be taking a look at some of the most common mistakes that beginner customizers make. But until then, I'm Dillon Jason, and this has been another 2 Minute Tuesday. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this week's 2 Minute Tuesday. It's been a while since we've done one of these, but we also have something very exciting to share with you. We recently just launched our own Discord, which is going to be a great place to chat with other customizers and other members of the Toothpick Gang community that we've built up here on YouTube. This is just going to be a great place to chat with like-minded people and talk about all things custom sneakers. Also, we're going to be launching a DCF weekly newsletter that is going to have a bunch of exclusive content, tips and tricks, giveaways, and a lot of other great stuff, so don't miss out on that one. We're really excited about the Discord and newsletter, so we hope to see you there. Alright guys, get out there and just create.